Hi! Gojo Satoru is a well-loved character from the series Jujutsu Kaisen, and when I say he's loved, I mean it. Literally. The entire Gojo fanbase is filled with girls who will do anything for this man. They obsess over this man so much that they'll do anything, like simping over a baby just because he looks like Gojo, or doing the most degenerate things that should make them subject to the goddamn goat's tongue. But we're not here to talk about obsessive lunatic Gojo stans. Rather, we're here to talk about Gojo in the game A Universal Time. Gojo, or the strongest, is a pretty powerful ability, with it having 2 modes, an awakening, 2 busted ass moves, and in general, she's pretty good. Just saying, very good. So good that my brain thought it'd be a good idea to waste 4 fucking days trying to get a good trait on this ability. Just for content. Yeah, you can tell how well that turned out. So, yeah, I guess I'll be trying to get the best traits for Gojo, just to make it even more powerful as well. Now, the traits I'm on the lookout for are either any mythic traits, or legendary traits like Deferred, Gambler, or even Cultivation. All of which can be good in either PvE or PvP, in my opinion. And let me tell you, it was pure agony trying to get at least one of these traits, but we'll keep that for later in the video. Either way, if I wanted to get any of those traits, I must have the perfect build that can insta-kill NPCs to make leveling up and getting the trait hands easier. Thankfully, I already have Mastery 5 on Gojo, which allows me to use the Hollow Purple nuke and deal a ton of easy damage. Not only that, I have the Toxic trait, which basically deals more damage over time, and finally, Buso Haki alongside a ton of attack stats. All of these combined makes for the perfect way to deal damage to blitz any NPC, but there's one issue. When I ascend, I'll be at level 0, and at level 0, I won't deal big damage, due to the lack of stat points in attack. And if you don't deal enough damage to kill all the NPCs with a hollow nuke, well, that happens. So how can one avoid such horrifying demise, you might ask? Ken Haki, of course, you stupid dumbass. I finally have both Buso and Ken Haki. I can finally get to grinding without getting ganged. So here's the plan of how I'll do this. I must be in the desert where the curses and Jujutsu sorcerers spawn in. They give a good amount of XP and also good loot. So I can start my grinding here. Here are the steps I'll take in order to get a good trait. Step 1. Use both Buso and Ken Haki before I start attacking the NPCs. Step 2. Use the red projectile, as it deals good damage, knockback, requires no meter, and also gives back a lot of meter. Step 3. Run to the center of the desert, while also activating the Awakening and 6 Eyes. And finally, Step 4. Use Hollow Purple, the fucking nuke. That's the plan. It's simple and does the job. However, I might have to reset every once in a while because of the fucking... The Haki cooldown, it takes an eternity. Hamburger. But this plan still works. So now, with all of this in mind, let's begin the grind. It's over. Desert has fallen. Billions of curses. Jujutsu sorcerers must get nuked. Hollow Purple. think some of you guys might have noticed this, but my trait pity was getting higher and higher, and when I got to Ascension 10, it was very high. So I was getting closer and closer to 100 trait pity, which will guarantee me either a good legendary trait or a good mythic. And that was very exciting. I was finally going to be done with this video and I was extremely happy because eventually, I got the legendary trait that is gluttonous. I got the legendary trait gluttonous. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. I was completely miserable upon seeing gluttonous. It's a legendary trait which is supposed to be good, but it's really not that great of a trait in my honest opinion. Especially one I didn't even want. So I ended up discarding it. And the thing is, I got that trait on probably 93 pity. I was so close to getting a guaranteed mythic or at least a better legendary trait, but all I got was a trait I didn't even want. It was so bad, I just stopped recording and sat for a minute so I can think about continuing this video or not. I was about to cancel the entire video, but I managed to get myself to continue working for a better trait. But I didn't record it at all. Mostly because my storage was getting full and also because I just was too miserable to do it. And all I got was nothing upon nothing. I swear the entire time I was grinding off screen, Foss's insanity was just looping in my head.
Insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting shit to change.
I just ended up stopping and not doing the challenge anymore. And you know why? It's because I got fucking cultivation on Gojo! That's right, I got cultivation on Gojo. Now, it isn't the best trait for Gojo. It isn't godly or anything, but it is a good trait nonetheless. Plus, it was a trait I wanted anyway. Go back to this timestamp if you don't believe me. Cultivation basically gives you stat points to random categories of your stats every minute, and is capped to 100 for each stat category, which is actually pretty good for both PvE and PvP in my honest opinion. It's no mythic, but I'll take it over gluttonous any day. Plus, the aura looks good on the strongest of today's skin for Gojo. This challenge was tough and absolutely draining, but I'm glad I'm done with it. And we managed to get a pretty good trait out of it too. I guess that's about it for today's video then. See ya later, nerd!
Don't bother trying to escape. I've attached a car battery to your